Ciao YouTube, my name is Maya and today I'm going to bring you this brief tutorial. I found this 20 gauge wire at my local Goodwill and decided, yeah, why not? Let's make something with it. So today I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful filigree and wired ring with the matching bracelet. Okay, so let's get started. Guess we'll go ahead and start with the ring. So I took 3 pieces of the wire and it's approximately 16 inches long. So I'm going to take a bead, and just any bead that you have. I found these beads in one of my drawers. I guess it was from a bracelet that broke or messed up or something. And yeah, so I decided, why not? Let's try it. So anyway, we're going to insert our bead in our wire, and then I'm going to take it and I'm going to fold it in half. And let's try to measure where the half of the mark is of my wire. Bring my bead over a little more, and it should be about right there. Then I'm going to take my bead, my wires, and I'm going to fold them just to center that bead as much as possible. Pull the wires really hard on both sides and give it a little twist. And I'm giving it this twist just so that it stabilizes the bead. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to bring my beads to get my wires together, and I'm going to fold. Just fold them to make that. I don't have a ring sizer, so I just use my finger basically to see where I'm going to be needing it. So there we go. Now with these extra wires, what we're going to do, that's basically the ring. And with these extra wires, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 and 2 and 2. So I'm going to bring this one here, the long ones to one side, 2 in the middle, and 2 on the other side. And with these wires, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them and I'm going to do some of that filigree work. So what you do is you take your needle nose pliers and take your wires and bend. Do a full turn and keep on bending it. And once you do, give that full turn. You should be able to, I always have a hard time with this. You should be able to just filigree all the way down. So there we go. Do that filigree all the way down. Just keep going and going and going until you get it where you want it. And I'm going to do the same with this other one. Give that full turn with my pliers. There we go. And then keep turning. But this one, I want it to the other side, so I'm just going to turn it over. There we go. And turn it. I love these little filigrees. I think they look so whimsical and pretty. I'm going to do the same with the other ones. Take it and bring it over and take my hand. I'm going to do this one. I'm going to go ahead and do both of them at the same time rather than do them separate. So there we go. Then the other one. And basically the bracelet is done the same way. As you can tell, it's like pretty quick work. Pretty quick work. I'm going to filigree this one and lay it right on top of those. You can place them totally wherever you want. Bring this one over and I will filigree this one towards me. And I'll show you why towards me. And that's just, the placement is completely up to you. You can really place them wherever you want. But this is it for our ring. This is my ring. So once I've put it on, oops, it's trying to get away from me. In whichever finger I want to put it on, then it's totally adjustable. And you can just place those filigrees just wherever you want. And I think that's just so adorable. So let's start with the bracelet. Again, with the bracelet, but instead of using just one of those beads, I'm going to put 3 beads in it. That's 1, 2, and 3. Again, there's my 3 beads. And I'm going to find the center of the wires. And in order to do that, I'm going to take my 2 wires and kind of like just gauge to where the center would be. So there it goes. I think that's about right. Then I'm going to take my beads and I'm going to pinch the wires together to try to form this little triangle here. Once I have that done, have that little triangle going, I'm going to just pull the wires on opposite directions and hold it, pull the wires on opposite directions, hold it, and give it a full twist. Give a full twist to my wires. And that, again, just secures the beads where I want them. Once that's done, gather my wires together and bend. Normally it would be really nice to have like a little cup or a glass that you can place right here. Just to get that, I'm going to use my sippy cup. Just to kind of like give it a little better bend to it. There we go. Okay, that's perfect. So that's where it would rest. Beautiful. Now we're going to close this up a little more. Remember, memory wire is just that, memory wire. It keeps its shape very well. Plus it's fully adjustable. So now I'm going to take my ends and filigree. Do my little filigrees. There we go. Let's start with this side. Again, I'm going to take my little jewelry needle nose pliers and pinch the ends. Pinch the ends and totally give it a full twist. And by doing this, what you're actually doing is that end gets tucked in and it doesn't, won't let you hurt yourself with it. Then just take it, do that until you're able to hold it with your fingers and start doing your little filigree work. And just keep turning. And as you turn, place it, start placing it where you want it to be. So this one went this way, let's do this one that way. Again, take it, pinch, and give a full turn until you can get it and work it with your hands, which it's pretty difficult to do when you first start the little filigree work. But once you get it and can hold it, then you can make short work of it. There we go. That's 2. 2 down, 4 to go. Okay. Again, this one, I'm going to do it in the opposite direction of the one that I just did. And I just think that it looks prettier that way. So here we go. 1, 2, 3 turns. That should be enough for me to grab it. And start. I think the little filigrees look better when you're working with your hands. Okay. There we go. And then we're going to turn it in the opposite direction. So on and so forth until we finish all of our little filigree work. Which, as you can see, goes pretty fast. That is so pretty. It's beginning to look really pretty, don't you think? Okay, so we went west. Now we're going to go the other way. 2, 3. There we go. And our last one. Now remember, this filigree work, you know what, I'm going to bend that one the other way. This filigree work, you can do as much of it as you want, as tight of it as you want, or as loose as you want it to be. It's all a matter of your taste. I like very delicate ones. So that's what I'm doing with my bracelet. And I have the shoes that are going to go with it just perfect. So here we go. That's all of our filigree work on our bracelet. And it's pretty much done. This is our bracelet and our ring. So all I need to do now is slip it on. Place it exactly where I want it and tighten it up as much as I want it. And that's our bracelet. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cut a little piece of wire and I'm just going to attach these wires here so that they don't mobilize too much. And the way I'm going to do that is, I'm going to grab about 2 to 3 inches of that memory wire, snip them with my cutters, jewelry cutters, and I'm going to take it and I'm going to attach that wire right about the edge of my filigree work. And use the pliers to get it nice and tight. And you just keep going around and around. And what this is going to do is it's going to immobilize that. Now, with this other piece right here, I just did about 4 turns. And what I'm going to do is that with this piece, I am going to filigree it as well. And the reason for that is just because it's a sharp edge and we don't want to get pinched with it. Scratched and cut, and then a piece of jewelry won't look very pretty. Now would it? Wouldn't be very comfortable for you to wear it. So I filigree that and just place it on the middle. See that little one right there. And do the same with the other end. Once you get that done, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to squeeze right at the center to flatten that kind of clasp we have made to immobilize our filigree work. Flatten it out really, really good, and we're done. That's it. There's our bracelet, and it is very, very pretty. How do you think it looks? And you just mold the filigree to wherever you want it to go. Basically, that's it. That's our bracelet and our ring. And it's so pretty. So if you have any questions about this or other tutorials that I'm going to be putting up on wiring and jewelry making, just let me know. Until next time, YouTube world, we'll see you later.